Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I'm going to look at my orange polishes today, the ones that are not creams, so hollows, flakies, crellies. I did think I'd have more of this category because I do like orange polishes, but I've only got 8 of them. And actually a couple of them are like, are they more bronze copper than they are orange? Maybe. I have got another video that's going to be coming up on all my gold polishes and silver polishes. And I don't really think, I think I used to have some bronze and copper, more copper polishes, but yeah, I used to have a polish called Copper Pot and I don't know what's happened to it. I used to love that polish. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know. It may be somewhere in my collection, but I can't find it. Anyway, these are, I suppose, what you would call orange inspired polishes. I think the ones that I've got might lean, a couple of them might lean into sort of copper, but we'll see. We'll see what they look like on the swatch wheel. I've got some more swatch wheels. I've got them from Amazon. So I've got a few more videos to make before I have to go and buy some more swatch wheels. I've got a cupboard just full of swatch wheels. Completely not categorized or anything. I just seem to sort of either remember what they are or I don't know why I keep them. What do you do with used swatch wheels? I don't know. I'm not really, yeah, I need to throw them away probably, recycle them. Before I start on my nails is the this is one of the polishes that I got in the haul, the Rainbow Connection haul recently. This is from the Painted Polish Spring collection and it's called Spring Spruce Up. And it was the one where I said, oh, I thought it'd be more yellow than this kind of chartreuse greeny yellow, but I still love it. It completely, when I look at it, it does completely clash with my skin tone. But it is a beautiful crelly. It's more of an autumn shade, I think. I can see myself wearing this more in the autumn. But yeah, I love it. This is the second day of wearing it. And it's just brilliant. It's almost one coat. Yeah, and I love this type of shade. I wore the blue one as well. I don't think I ended up taking any swatch pictures of that because I did a load of cleaning and then it just kind of messed up the manicure. But I was using wire wool to scrub a pan and it was like that, just wrecked my nails completely. But the blue in that one, which is this one here, I've got it within reach, was beautiful. It's more of a kind of like blue denim. But yeah, really like these two from that collection. Really pleased with that little mini Rainbow Connection haul. So let's get back to the oranges. I've got 4, so of the 8, I've got 4 that are more sort of holographic. A couple of flakies and then just other finishes like a glittery, reflective glitter. But yeah, and a crelly. I'm just looking at them now. So let's start with the holographic. So I say this is more orange inspired and actually this looks pink. It's a shifty orangey pink. This one is called Festivities. I've got a feeling this is going to look really pink on the swatch wheel, but it is a kind of orangey coppery pink shift to it. So this was an autumn trio from several years ago from Ada's Nails. I really loved there was a kind of like bonfire theme, hats and scarves, and was one of them. I got the full trio, and I loved all of them. And this one, yeah, festivities. So this is kind of fireworks at bonfire night inspired. Yeah, so there is a shift to it. Definitely, it's a kind of holographic, shifty. You could see more of this, but it's better on. You need to build it up. It's better on a second coat. You know, it's Sunday morning. Should have had another coffee maybe before I started making videos because I've clearly not switched my brain on yet. But anyway, we will carry on. The next one, this is definitely a coppery shade, but I've decided to put this in the oranges. I don't think I've just not got enough copper polishes anymore to kind of fit into a copper or bronze category. I'm sure, I'm just confused because I used to have loads of them. But this is, so it's going in the orange because it's an orange inspired, let's just say that. Let's just go with that. This one is Holographic Sunburst, and again it's a kind of pinky undertone to it. These polishes were incredible. It's just from a mainstream brand. These were the molten metal. I've got a few of them. I know I've got a green one, which I love. There was probably about 5 or 6 of them. I don't think they all came out at once. There's one called Holographic Moon. Yeah, the brilliant formula, and it's kind of like crushed holographic, scattered holographic, but also a kind of flat linear holographic in there as well. Would these pass for orangey? Well, we're just going to have to go with it and just throw, whoops, I'm waving my hands around, throw everything into this category. Let's just go with it. Here's another one that's quite similar. This is a coppery TTYL, Talk to You Later, from the China Glaze holographic collection. This is a really beautiful flat holographic from what I can remember. You have to, I wish the brushes were thicker on this collection. You have to be really careful not to, it can be quite streaky, but, and it is a bit whiffy. It's a few years old now, these polishes. Yeah, they do have like a kind of soft neutral pink to them, but that flat holographic is beautiful. These three are all very similar to each other. And then the final holographic that I've got that is quite orangey rather than coppery. So this is a Royale with cheese. And it's from, what collection? It's from the Love It or Loathe It collection. Well, I love it, I can tell you that. Yeah. Very orangey. An orange holographic. But it's kind of, it's very autumn shade. And it's, what the word I'm trying to think, it's like a chestnut sort of orange. But it's beautiful. It's not a bright sort of basketball. I do have a bright orange coming up, which is a flaky, but yeah, a crelly, I mean. Switch your brain on, Claire. Okay, now we're going to move into, I've got these two here. Again, I think these are orange inspired. This one is a much more sort of bronzy coppery. This is Foxfire from Tonic Polish. But to me, there's anyway, I'm going to stop trying to justify why I've got these polishes in this category. They just are. And then there's this one here, which again has got a lot of pink in it. And this is Snow Can Wait. It's a polish pickup from 5 years ago. Garden Path lacquers, I think this is the one and only for me. It's I don't have any more from this brand, but it's a beautiful flaky. But let's have a look at Foxfire. This was one that was a present, I think, for Christmas a few years ago, and it's lovely. I remember wearing this and I had really long nails at the time. It needs to be built up, but it's an unusual polish. It's that kind of indeterminate colour. You can't quite, it probably fall into a sort of brownish neutral category, but there's lots of pink in there as well. But overall, when you've got it on your nails, from what I can remember, there was a bit of an orangey tone to it. And then this one, Snow Can Wait from Garden Path Lacquers. I think it's quite bright. I don't know, maybe this is more of a topper. I wonder what this would look like over a darker polish. I might go and grab. Oh, it's lovely though. Look at that. Look how glowy those flakes are. That's beautiful. I'm curious to see what this is like over a darker polish. Okay, I've got some dark pinks here. Let's have a look at this one. I have no idea what polish is. These are the sort of dusky, three dark dusky, four. My God, I can't even count. Four dark dusky neutral pinks that I've got. But let's see what this Snow Can Wait looks like over. That's kind of like as a topper. Oh my God. I love trying out combos like this. Jesus, that's gorgeous. Oh my God. That's beautiful. Yeah. I love it. I mean, you can build it up on its own, but it also works as a topper. That's a beautiful autumn polish. I'm going to need to remember this combination. Dark pink or any dark shade really. That just pops. Look at that. I love it. But we're going to stick to this wheel and see what it's like built up. I think I've worn this just built up on its own in like 3 coats. And then the next one that I've got 2 more. This is, I don't know what's happened to the label there. That's me rather than Kat. Seasonal Reflectives collection. So she did like seasonal. There was one for spring, summer, fall or autumn and winter. I remember the winter one was a dark blue. I think the summer one was a pinky shade. I'm sure I've got all 4 of them somewhere. And even though I wasn't really collecting nail polishes at the time, I was like, this is new. This reflective glitter thing is new. I'm going to need to try them out. And I was mesmerised by them. I don't know if these have gone a bit thick, but let's have a look. The Fall from Hard as Nails. No, it's still workable. I mean, it's a little bit thick. I don't think I got enough on the swatch on the brush then. There's a lot going on here. It's a kind of crelly base. And there are lots and lots of glitters in there, but there's also some flakes as well. Yeah, it's just hit the light right and it gives like a kind of almost like a cat eye effect, this type of glitter. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's lovely. And then the final one is You Don't Want the Trick, which I think I've shown you recently in other videos, but it's got this, it's from Prism Polish, and it's got this beautiful pink shimmer in there, this shift. Well, not a shift, a shimmer. And the flakes as well, there are kind of multi-chrome flakes in there. But it's in this basketball orange base, which is really unusual, and it just looks lovely on the nails. That pink shimmer really gives it a lift and just changes the orange into something that just has more, it's just different. It's kind of, it lifts it. Let's see if I can get a bit closer. Yeah, it's really, and the flakes are quite delicate. I've had a lot of orange polishes before that have got like the black shards and flakes in, and they just seem a bit too heavy for me, like sort of deconstructed pumpkin type thing. But I like these more subtle flakes. But yeah, that's lovely. So, I mean, overall, they do look orange-ish and orange inspired, but I'm going to put a second coat on and we can come back and examine, see whether or not I'm right. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that quite clearly the 3 that I would say are definitely orange are this one, and this one is kind of dark orange. The rest of them have got orange inspired, and these 2 are quite clearly rose gold. I'm not sure what they're doing in this category at all. They snuck in, but actually as a kind of colour, they look, there's a colour chart on this wheel. I think they all look really lovely together. Really nice sort of autumn fall seasonal wheel. So we have this one here, which is Festivities from Ada's Nails. It's lovely, very pinky, coppery shade. This one here is it is Holographic Sunburst from Ada's Nails. No, not Ada's Nails, from Barry M. This one is, I'm trying to see if I can remember the names, it's too early on a Sunday. The TTYL, which is the China Glaze. Beautiful, flat, holographic. This one is Royale with Cheese. Love this one. I love it. Yeah, that's never leaving my collection. From Ada's Nails, from the Love It or Loathe It collection. This one is Foxfire. Yeah, it's scattered holographic. With just so many things going on. I think this would fall into a category of like, I don't know what colour it is video. Maybe I'll do one of those at some point. This one is the Let It Snow from the Garden Path lacquer, the one that I put over that dark pink, and it's really nice actually on its own. That's in 2 coats. Probably need a 3 depending on how long your nails are maybe and where the nail line is, but that's really pretty, and there's maybe some orange in there, who knows. This one's definitely, these two are orange. That's the Fall reflective glitter. You can't quite see the effect on that, but yeah, it's when the reflective, the glitters in there are reflective, but there's also the flakes in there as well, which just give it like this jeweled depth. Beautiful, I love it. And then this one here is, come on Claire, remember the name of it. It is You Don't Want the Trick. With that pink shimmer, very subtle, just you only you really can notice it. It's not that noticeable on the nail, but it just lifts it into such a beautiful orange with those lovely flakes, subtle flakes. Love that one. That's definitely orange, no question about it. So my strange collection of non-orange kind of non-cream orange inspired polishes. There you go, that's a mouthful. So I think the lesson here is maybe don't do videos on a Sunday morning when I'm rushing to do a million other things. I've got to take the dog for a walk, and then I'm going over to my cousin's this afternoon. We're going over to her friend's, who's having a bit of a afternoon drink session with a few people coming round. I've been really good. It's the beginning of July and I was really good in June. I didn't have a drink. I was avoiding sugary foods and over processed foods, and I lost quite a few pounds in June. It was a really good month for sort of getting my health back on track, so I need to be really careful and maybe just have 1 glass of wine. We will see. I'm probably going to have to get an Uber home, I imagine, later on today. But yeah, it's a nice way to spend a Sunday afternoon just talking to friends. Yeah, and catching up with people that you've not seen in a while. So that's what I'm going to do. Hope you all have a peaceful Sunday. If you're watching this today, it's unusually I am recording this in the morning and uploading it this afternoon. So if you see it today, have a lovely Sunday. And I've just spotted the winter polish actually from that collection. There you go. There's a sneak of that you can see the reflection a bit more from in the winter one. Yeah, there you go. There's the reflective glitters. But that is in the blue polishes. So the videos that I've got coming up are, I've done them in different order from like the rainbow. I should have been doing purple next, but I'm doing blue hollows, blue crellies and glitters and flakies. And then I'm going to look at my metallic polishes. So I've got some silver and gold. Obviously the bronze have kind of gone into this category here, and the coppers. And then I'll be doing purples, hollows, shimmers, and flakies, and purple glitters and corellies and that kind of thing. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I've kind of run out of that. That'll take me up to a few weeks. I'm sure I'll gather. So I'm going to need to do autumn polishes probably after that. I need to think about that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with my 400 polishes in my collection. But I'm sure I'll come up. Anyways, if anyone's got any ideas of what polish videos that you want me to do, let me know. And yeah, have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Got 20 minutes again for 8 polishes. That's ridiculous. Bye.